Over 40% of new motorcycle riders today are over the age of 50. That surprises a lot of people, because if you look at most riding advice online, you would think the opposite is true. Most videos and articles talk about speed, quick reflexes, aggressive cornering, and pushing your limits. And when older riders watch that kind of content, it can quietly send the wrong message. It can make you feel like you're starting too late, like everyone else is ahead, like the road belongs to younger riders who react faster and take more risks. But after watching riders learn over the years, something interesting becomes very clear. Age does not decide how good a rider becomes. Mindset does. And many riders over 50 actually develop stronger riding habits faster than younger riders. Not because they ride harder, not because they take bigger risks, but because they approach riding in a completely different way. And once you understand that difference, something important starts to change. Instead of thinking you're behind, you may realize you actually started with an advantage. I'm Matthew from Autozium, and today we're breaking down why riders over 50 often become smarter riders and how you can use that advantage before your next ride. And stay with me for a moment, because the fifth advantage is something most riders don't notice until they've already been riding for years. By the time they realize it, it has already shaped the way they ride. But once you understand it early, it changes how you practice, how you think on the road, and how quickly your confidence grows. Let's start with something simple. Advantage number one, patience. Most younger riders come into motorcycling with excitement, and excitement is not a bad thing. In fact, excitement is what gets many people interested in riding in the first place. But excitement often comes with another feeling, impatience. Younger riders usually want to improve quickly. They want to master corners fast. They want to ride faster within weeks. They want to feel like they are progressing every time they get on the bike. So they push themselves early, sometimes too early. They try harder roads. They increase speed before their skills fully settle in. And that's where small mistakes often start to appear. Because motorcycle skill is not built through speed, it's built through repetition, control, and patience. Now, here's where many riders over 50 approach things differently. Instead of rushing through the learning phase, they slow things down. They practice in empty parking lots. They repeat basic drills. They spend more time getting comfortable with the clutch, throttle, and brakes. At first, this slower pace can feel like progress is taking longer. But something interesting happens over time. Skills that are built slowly tend to become more stable. For example, smooth clutch control. A younger rider might rush through this stage because they want to get onto real roads quickly. But an older rider might spend more time practicing smooth starts, slow riding, and balanced stops. And that extra time pays off. Because once clutch control becomes second nature, everything else becomes easier. Traffic feels less stressful. Hill starts become manageable. Slow turns become smoother. And that foundation creates a calmer riding experience overall. Patience might not look impressive in the beginning, but it quietly builds strong habits that stay with you for years. And this leads directly into the second advantage, because patience naturally improves something that keeps riders safe on the road. Advantage number two, risk awareness. By the time someone reaches their 50s, they have already spent decades on the road, driving cars, watching traffic behavior, dealing with unexpected situations, seeing drivers make mistakes, seeing how quickly situations can change. All of that experience builds something important, awareness. Not the kind of awareness that comes from training videos, the kind that comes from years of observing the road. Older riders often understand one important truth very early. Traffic is unpredictable. Drivers miss signals. Cars change lanes suddenly. Someone may pull out of a side street without looking. When you already understand this, your riding style automatically adjusts. You keep more space around you. You approach intersections carefully. You watch wheels and mirrors. You prepare for mistakes from other drivers before they happen. And this mindset prevents many situations before they even begin. Younger riders sometimes learn this lesson after a few close calls. But riders with decades of driving experience often start with this awareness already in place. They don't assume the road will behave. They expect the unexpected. That small mental shift changes everything. Because safe riding is not just about controlling the motorcycle, it's about reading the environment around you. And when you already have years of road awareness, that skill transfers directly to motorcycling. But awareness alone is not enough. Because there is another habit that separates riders who feel stable on a bike from those who always feel tense. And this brings us to advantage number three: smoother habits. Many younger riders rely heavily on quick reactions. They brake suddenly, they twist the throttle sharply, they make fast corrections. And sometimes those reactions work. But motorcycles respond much better to something else: smooth inputs, smooth throttle, smooth braking, smooth clutch release, smooth steering. Motorcycles reward smoothness. When inputs are gentle and controlled, the bike stays balanced. Weight shifts naturally. The tires maintain better grip, and the rider feels more connected to the machine. Riders over 50 often discover this naturally, because instead of forcing the bike to react quickly, they tend to move more deliberately. They roll on the throttle instead of snapping it. They squeeze the brake instead of grabbing it. They release the clutch slowly instead of dumping it. And those small habits create a noticeable difference. The bike feels calmer, turns feel more stable, acceleration feels controlled instead of abrupt. This kind of riding style also reduces fatigue, because smooth riding requires less physical tension. When your movements are controlled, your body stays relaxed, and a relaxed rider can ride longer, think clearer, and react better when needed. But there is another advantage that many people don't talk about openly. It's not about technique, it's not about reaction time, and it quietly shapes the way riders behave on the road. Advantage number four: less ego. Younger riders often feel pressure to prove themselves, maybe to friends, maybe to other riders, maybe even to themselves. They want to show they can ride fast. They want to feel skilled quickly. They want validation. And that pressure can influence decisions: taking corners faster than necessary, accelerating harder than needed, trying to keep up with riders who have more experience. Riders over 50 often approach riding from a completely different place. They're not trying to impress anyone. They're not chasing approval. They ride because they enjoy the experience: the sound of the engine, the feeling of movement, the quiet focus that riding requires. Without ego pushing them forward, they ride at their own pace. They slow down when they want to. They practice without worrying about how it looks. They stop when they feel tired. And that freedom removes a lot of pressure. When pressure disappears, learning becomes easier, because the goal is no longer proving something. The goal becomes understanding the bike, understanding the road, and enjoying the ride. But there is one more advantage that ties everything together. And this one is easy to overlook at first. In fact, many riders don't realize they have it until much later. It shows up quietly during practice, during training, during everyday riding decisions. And once you notice it, you start seeing why some riders improve steadily while others struggle for years. We're going to break that down next, because this final advantage is the one that often determines how quickly a rider improves over time. And most people underestimate how powerful it really is. Advantage number five: paying attention to the learning process. This may sound obvious at first, but it's actually one of the biggest differences between riders who improve steadily and riders who stay stuck for years. Many younger riders treat riding like something that should come naturally. They believe the more they ride, the better they will automatically become. So they ride often, they ride fast, they ride with friends, but they rarely stop to think about what they are doing differently from one ride to the next. They repeat the same habits again and again, sometimes good habits, sometimes bad ones. But the key point is that they don't always examine what is happening. Older riders tend to approach learning differently. They watch closely, they listen carefully, they think about technique, they replay moments in their mind after a ride. For example, if a turn felt uncomfortable, they don't just ignore it. They ask simple questions. Was I looking far enough ahead? Did I slow down enough before the corner? Was my throttle smooth? Was I tense on the handlebars? These small questions help riders improve faster than just repeating the same ride over and over, because improvement comes from awareness, not just time on the bike. And this kind of attention creates something powerful. It turns every ride into practice. Even a short ride to a nearby store becomes an opportunity to refine a skill, maybe smoother braking, maybe better lane positioning, maybe better scanning at intersections. When riders pay attention to these details, small improvements begin to stack up week after week, month after month, and eventually those small improvements become natural habits. But something else happens when riders pay close attention. They become better at recognizing tension. Many riders don't notice when their body becomes stiff, their shoulders rise, their grip tightens, their breathing becomes shallow. That tension slowly reduces control. Older riders often notice these changes earlier because they are more aware of how their body feels during the ride. They may pause at a stoplight and realize their grip is tight. So they loosen their hands. They take a slow breath. They relax their shoulders. And suddenly the bike feels lighter and easier to control. These small adjustments prevent fatigue and restore balance. This kind of awareness also helps riders recover from small mistakes quickly. For example, imagine entering a turn slightly faster than expected. A rider who is not paying attention may panic. They stiffen their arms. They brake abruptly. The bike becomes unstable. But a rider who is focused on technique notices the situation early. They keep their eyes up. They ease the throttle smoothly. They stay relaxed, and the turn finishes without drama. That difference is not about reflex speed. It's about mental clarity. And this is why attention becomes such a powerful advantage. But there's another side to this advantage that many riders don't notice at first. Attention also improves confidence, not the loud, showy kind of confidence, the quiet kind, the kind that grows slowly through understanding. When riders know why the bike behaves a certain way, they stop guessing. They understand what happens when they brake. They understand how the bike responds when they roll on the throttle. They understand how body position affects balance. And once those connections become clear, riding begins to feel predictable. Predictability reduces stress. When your brain understands what the motorcycle will do, it relaxes. And that calm mindset allows skills to develop naturally. Now, here's something important to remember. None of these advantages mean that riders over 50 automatically become great riders overnight. Skill still takes time. Practice still matters. Experience still matters. But these habits create a strong starting point, and when these habits are combined, they create a learning style that is very effective. Let's connect everything together clearly. Patience allows skills to develop without rushing. Risk awareness helps riders anticipate problems early. Smooth inputs keep the motorcycle stable and balanced. Lower ego removes pressure and unnecessary risks. And attention turns every ride into a learning opportunity. When these five habits work together, improvement becomes steady, not dramatic, not flashy, but consistent. And consistent improvement is exactly what builds long-term riding skill. Now, this brings us to something many new riders quietly worry about: starting later in life. A lot of people think there is a perfect age to begin riding. They imagine that if they didn't start in their 20s, they somehow missed the window. But riding does not work that way. Motorcycling is not a sport where you need peak athletic performance. It's a skill built through awareness, coordination, and judgment. And many of those qualities improve with age. In fact, some of the calmest and most skilled riders on the road today started riding later in life. Not because they had better reflexes, but because they approached the learning process with patience and attention. They didn't rush. They didn't chase speed. They focused on understanding the bike step by step. And over time, that approach created confidence that felt natural instead of forced. Now, there's one more thing worth mentioning. Progress in riding is rarely dramatic. It usually happens quietly. One day you notice your starts are smoother. Another day you realize traffic feels less stressful. A few weeks later, corners that once felt uncomfortable begin to feel normal. These small changes are easy to overlook, but they are signs that your skills are developing. And when riders focus on these small improvements instead of comparing themselves to others, the learning process becomes much more enjoyable. Because riding is not a race. Everyone's journey is different. Some riders improve quickly in certain areas, others take longer. But steady improvement always wins over rushed progress. So if you are over 50 and thinking you started late, here's something important to remember. You may already have the habits that help riders succeed. You may already have the patience to practice calmly. You may already have the awareness that helps you read traffic. You may already have the mindset that focuses on learning instead of proving something. And when those habits guide your writing, age stops being a disadvantage. In many cases, it becomes a quiet strength. If you enjoy this kind of practical writing discussion, you can take it a step further by joining the channel membership and becoming a certified auto nerd. Members get deeper writing conversations, extra insights, and help support the channel so we can keep making these videos. But whether you join or not, the most important thing is simple. Keep practicing, keep learning, and most importantly, keep enjoying the ride. Ride smart, ride patient, and I'll see you in the next one.